Good afternoon, good evening and good afternoon. Hi folks, today I got Face to Face's second album from 1995. It's Face to Face, Big Choice. After their first album, Don't Turn Away, they decided to continue with the band and bring out Big Choice in 1995. As I just said, if you bothered to listen, this album originally came out on Victory Records, but was recently, when I say recently, I actually mean 8 years ago, this was recently re-released initially in a box set format, the first 3 albums by Fat Records, which is, it was actually under license to Fat Records, which is Antagonist Records. There's the Fat Records logo there. So on the front cover, I think I deserve to give you an explanation. On the front cover we have a warm looking field with an arcade plushie machine. I'm not actually sure what the name of these sort of machines are, other than a sort of arcade plushie machine. Anyway, one of them on the back. We've got a bunch of people walking down the road, all of them ignoring the important machine. None of them obviously have got the time or inclination to bother with it, which is a real shame. We have 8 tracks on side 1, 7 tracks on side 2. That's decent. You're gonna get a bunch of listening from this. What's that? 40 minutes. You're gonna get a bunch of listening from this neat album. There's a bunch of good songs on this, of course. We've got You Lied, we've got Know You Well, B-side, we've got Disconnected. Amazing song, you might know that one. Let's take a look inside the album. Inside the album. Inside the album? Inside the LP sleeve is what I mean, not inside the album. Okay, right, we have 2 articles inside. First off, we have a printed inner sleeve. We have the bind of the time, the lineup of the time, sitting around a gambling table. Tusk, I do not agree with that, unless I do. Just watch out for the evils of gambling, folks. We have the lineup of the people here listed. We have all the rights and associated rights here, all the legal bump written at the bottom, all the credits of who did what, who says thanks to who, all that sort of stuff. And on the back, the words of the songs. Sometimes you might be listening to a song, you think you've heard the song a bunch of times, you think the words are, I really love your lovely face, and then you look on the back here and you're like, oh my god, I misheard it all along, because now I can see what the real words are. The real words are, I really want to go swimming in a little small fish pond with loads of mud in it. That's what it might have been, and he just misheard it. So it's very important that you look through the included words. We have a higher quality, one of the higher quality white inner sleeves. And within is the record. This is side B, which has the track listings, name of the album, Fat Records, blah 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 blah. Look at that, it's sort of silvery and bluey. That's nice. And on the back, it's not silvery and bluey, it's bluey and silvery. We have a sort of imitation coin, which I think can actually be very helpful. Should you lose your job, you could get some scissors, cut out this imitation coin, and go down a shop and spend it, maybe on some on a cup of water or an imitation maggot. You never know when you're going to need an imitation maggot, so that's a great feature. And of course, once you've cut that out, what you're left with is a wide necklace for a child. Perfect. And should you need to send that child back in time to the 16th century, where everybody had ruffles around their neck, be perfect. They probably question the existence of plastic. They probably think it was strange, but it would possibly be successful. So that's good, a good case for everyone. Let's take a listen to this Magnolia record and see if it pleases thus ear. I feel like I've taken a day trip to the 90s. exactly jam-packed full of the sort of songs that you'd find on a 90s sampler, a 90s fat music for fat people type device record album, and that's because this is from the same time as you might have had one of those back in the 90s. A perfectly typical 90s skate punk album. Not as strong as their first album. Please don't attack me for that statement. Not quite as good as their first album, I think, but still, of course, a very decent Face to Face album, and their last release without Scott Shiflett joining the band. Long term. He's got some skills. Yeah, he sure has. Big choice. That's the album. That's the band. Thanks for enjoying this album. If you haven't heard this album and you like a decent bit of 90s skate punk, go for it. Go and check it out. Turn off your lagwagon. Turn off your, I don't know, no use for a name. Turn off your, whatever it is you got. Explore your surroundings a bit more. Dip your hand in the sea of music and give Face to Face a go. It might be exactly what you're looking for. You might think, oh, that's a good accompaniment to the music that I already like. You might think, oh, what a good companion piece to my favourite type of thing. Oh, I enjoy this a lot. Can I lick it? Yeah, you can. Can I bite it? Yeah, you can. But if you do so, you're just going to end up with damage, and I don't recommend that, especially if you value your property. Thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe if you can be bothered. Otherwise, just don't even bother, yeah? We all enjoy life together. We all fly through the skies when we're miniaturised and blown around like bits of sand, or we're on aeroplanes or helicopters, and we all like to walk down the street when we're going from A to B, should you have the ability to walk. Great, see you next time, unless I don't. Bye! It's February.
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.